Aquarius. Welcome in to As the Cards Turn Tarot. This is Kimberly. We're going to do an energy check-in for you, okay? So we're going to start with crystals. I'm going to split them out, and then I'm going to read them in two positions, over here and over here. It might get noisy for a couple of seconds while I choose the crystals like that, okay? Well, you come out in your own sign, Aquarius. Here you are. You really worked on heart chakra a lot. You healed something. There's a decision that you made that you have clarity on, and you're pleasant in energy that you're pleased with. You might have injury or something to do with healing here. Not saying injury, but it's minor. It's at 7 o'clock here. No. But don't worry, it'll all smooth out. You do a regimen or something. Yes. You're working on that now. You're healing something. Clarity came out together in the center of things, so you may get news of some sort, or you're getting the energy to be structured in something that you have to do, and you know it. It's like in the back burner for a while, but you're bringing it forward. Okay, let's see what the crystals say. Crystals for Aquarius energy for the here and now. Aquarius for the here and now. You got labradorite. See the magic. So something in the past that you've seen, you got double clarity with. It could have been in a form of communication. You got sodialite. Speak the truth in the here and now. And the outcome for Aquarius and crystal. Okay. Sunstone. Take pleasures in the things you do. It's also a healing and dispersing card. It's an energy of dispersing creatively. And communication as well. Let's see what the outside energies are holding for you. You got clear quartz, which keeps wanting to rear its head here and to loosen your grip with something. So maybe you have a reins on something, they want you to loosen up with it a little. Okay, this is for the outside energy. Hold. We got tourmalated quartz. Get out of their own way. So somebody you might be dealing with has to get out of their own way. Something that they're working on. You got to soothe the soul, schedule yourself in, and make a decision. So we're going to use those cards for the outside energy, because I think these are important things for you to do. Lepidolite is recall your dreams. So maybe something in your dreams that you're remembering, or that could also mean you're thinking about someone. Okay. The lapazuli here, you got here too, and that's your solar plex running a little hard. I want to say that also in the outcome. Let's see if there were any blocks. Any blocks in the past, recent past, that Aquarius should be aware of. Well, something that you get your wish. You know, something you wanted in the past. You're going to see it happen, because see the magic and the wish are similar cards. Sodialite. Sodalite. I always say E. That I don't know why I do, but I do. In the here and now for Aquarius. Playful energy wants to rear its head. Individuality as well. So you did something for yourself. This isn't here and now. Yeah, you've been obedient. You know, you're standing on something. That person has something important that they're standing on. They know it too. You know, it's a 48. It's the stabilized change as well. You've been obedient with yourself, maybe pulling back, being more stern on even spending, healing as this, which comes in the crystals, being lighter energy, soothing your soul. That's one thing that they want you to do, that would be the best interest for you. And that's High Priestess of Spirit reared its head. Let's see the outcome. Outcome for the blocks for Aquarius. Outcome for the blocks for Aquarius, the current energy. You got the High Priestess of Earth. So making it happen, you got a 3 as well, which is an expansion of something due to your doing. If you're holding that energy, that's a good energy that you have. Let's see what Soothe Your Soul's going to say. Are there any blocks that they can look at? 2 came out, and individuality. There's some chaos and a cycle that wasn't complete in the outside energy, maybe that you're not aware of, but you also worked hard on yourself. There was a conclusion, you were focused, and you have fulfillment, and you kept honest with it, okay? There's something that you're seeking as well. The seed is upside down. So this is the outside energy. The deceit card came up, cycles that were incomplete. And I want to put that over making a decision and get out of your own way. So there's something that you have to look at. Be careful not to deceive yourself, is what this is saying. There might be something of chaos around you. Schedule yourself in, and chaos is over that card. So I want to show you that. And that's Ocean Jasper. Again, same kind of energy as the Sunstone. It's schedule yourself in, and over that you have chaotic energy around. Maybe you're so busy that you don't see the deceit of not taking care of yourself. Because it says get out of your own way with the deceit card here. That could be who you're dealing with as well, because that's this spot in the spread. Let's see what this tourmalated quartz next to the deceit, what could be said about that, to the cycles that weren't closed. Can I have one more card on that for Aquarius's best good? Thank you. And conclusion came out. So maybe you settled something in a cycle that was, maybe you didn't think you were going to end something, but you did. You gained strength with it. Soothe your soul. For the energies around you, I want to say that those are good blocks, because it made you look back, it made you reflect. You got 35, 37, 38 here. You got a 12 and a 9. So, we're expanding something, and you were doing it without trying to deceive yourself, because that was upside down. Chaos was there, and so were cycles. So you've seen through something, which as you can do. Let's get a smaller breakdown on the cycles that weren't finished for outside energy. Well, there was something that should have began, or maybe it wasn't supposed to begin. Yes, it was healed. There was sharp cutting words. There was backstabbing. Then there was a stagnation of some sort for the cycles. Let's look at the deceit. The deceit, please. Can I have one for Aquarius? Why the deceit is here? One for Aquarius. Oh, they gave him more than one. There's a knight around you, that seems down or something. Maybe it was you in communication with yourself about an idea. It was self-doubt here. That's what that was. Slow and surely, that's facing a different cycle, because you had a conclusion with it. Let's ask what that is. The conclusion of that, please. The conclusion. The conclusion of that. For Aquarius energy. Well, something of sad emotions holding in, maybe thinking something wasn't worth your while, that you didn't know if it was going to be a tower or not. You were working on it for a while. Yeah. But I think the decision that you make, you're using your judgment, even through the chaos. You might have an Aries, Leo, Sag around you that might have been a tower with. There was a conclusion, and then it got something got chaotic with. Yeah. It was trapped over that chaos. You felt trapped with a conclusion of some sort. Let's see what this obedience is. I want to get a new deck for a smaller breakdown. Let's go to the news. The obedience for our lovely Aquarius energy in the here and now. Congratulations, graduation day. So I said something you were focused on. You graduated from something. You moved something. You worked on something. You see the benefits. Let's say High Priestess of Earth. Why are they here? High Priestess of Earth. Can you give us a little energy on the High Priestess of Earth? Hold. Well, there was greed. There was bareback, inconsiderate. There was lust, something of that sort. There was strong lust around you. You could have had somebody, maybe a new partner or something that didn't begin. Maybe there once was and now there isn't. That's conclusion. What's conclusion for here? Please with the news. Why is conclusion here for our lovely Aquarius? Red flagged. So definitely something that you've seen. And I felt that in your crystals. Why is this trapped feeling here for the outside energy dealing with Aquarius? Current energies. Why is the trap card here? Can I have one on that energy? They may want to wine and dine you. They might want to come back. It's a low-key, something low-key side piece, as you see. So this person didn't want to be trapped in something. Well, that could be you. Remember I said these are the energies that are surrounding you. So there's something that you've seen with a red flag, You were wishing on something to end, I want to say, with a sneaky link. Let's see what that is. Chained to something. Something in the past that you were chained with. It could be lust. Okay? On the bottom of the deck, we have detectives. So maybe they're watching or seeking you. Yeah, they're not doing anything extra right now. That you can say. They're not keeping their word or keeping their part of the deal or something that they were supposed to do. Yeah, player. Player energy came out over that. So maybe somebody you're dealing with is like that. And they're love bombing you. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it wasn't your reading. You may want to watch your moon sign. But in an Aquarius, there just might be somebody that's been love bombing you. You've been seeing the flags. Maybe they have a low-key relationship, or you're low-key and you're seeking more. But it's based off lust over here, and you've been working hard on something. One more, please, over that lust. You hit a brick wall with it, or they hit a brick wall with you. Because you've seen something. You've seen the red flag in the outside energy. Slowly and surely you started to see something. And you didn't like the love bombing. Quick getaway. Running or escape. So you ended it. That was the strength in it. And you're really looking back on, just leaving them out and moving forward. They left you hanging a lot. They didn't come through with what they said. There was It was a long haul. Exactly. You were invested. Long-term intentions. That's what you had. And you feel that they're love bombing you, so you're trying to see, maybe through tarot. You know, you found evidence. And now they're being very sweet about something. So you're have forgiveness is on the board, but you're taking, you know, you're looking back at it like, I don't know. You realize that something was happening. You realize it was a player energy, and then you realize they did nothing. They might have mentioned it, you know, and when they got caught, but they don't say nothing. They just wine and dine and think that wine and dining is okay and it's over and it's forgiving, and they don't learn their lesson, whatever this is for. And Frenemy came out again, and Detective came out. You know, they snooped to see where they could love bomb. What attitude you have. Can you slide in now while they're, you know what I mean? Is something about their energy or the energy around you. Take what resonates, Aquarius, but, you know. Let's get a smaller breakdown as well. Why that getaway? Why is this escaping? So this person's wishy-washy. 1 minute they're happy, 1 minute they don't want to move. They slow up. You see all sorts of red flags. You know, your spirit guides assisting you through this. So it's a forgiveness. There's self-care, and there's a facade that you're looking at. And you're wondering, should I let it go? Should I stay? Let me show you. You're wondering, should I let it go? Should I stay? Should I forgive them? Is this a facade? I do have spiritual assistance that will get you through this energy as well. And it's self-care for you. And I want to say that was your message, Aquarius. Codependency, unhealthy attachments, weighed down. Can I have one for that card, please, for the chained? That's the past. Intuition upside down, it was something that was revealed to you already, because that's what it would have been. You wouldn't have known with the moon energy this way, but it came in this way, so yes, you do. And yes, that is intention. So you had your intention to see what was coming forward. You wanted the truth that came out in crystal form. You worked really hard on this, and they thought for sure whoever this red flag sneaky link is could move right in and do it again, because they get fulfilled with it, right? And then they escape. Red flags. Why red flags? Purge, release. So that's what you did. I'm glad to see that, you know, and maybe they're releasing their problems on you, and you've been having to pick up the pieces. Yeah, and they don't even recognize it, that it hurts. No apology, you know, love comes upside down. And maybe, you know, and there was a past love with it, but it's been purged, so it's changed. There's a higher energy around you as well, though, in the present. Brody, you know, Brody means big-eyed, big-chested, and that's what he looks like. Cute little fella. Your letting go came out, and I put it back in to see if it was going, you know, and it came upside down, as you've seen. So there's something you're not letting go of, or something that's not letting go of you, you know, and you graduated for it. You definitely can flip spots, because a lot came out with clarity here. Could have been a twin flame. You know, strong soulmates, but twin flames, you know, tend to go back, forth, back, forth. There was suffering that he's had to go through. I mean, it's dynamic. Fears were there. It was dynamic. These were the energies that you were dealing with, and then you didn't know who to trust. You know what the truth was. So that was the red flag there. So that's why you released them. So I like your energy. Don't get closed off. You know, don't get guarded, because you know maybe the spirit guides they also came out here. Your higher self, that you're listening to your higher self too. You know, because you got the spirit guides there too. Mm-hmm. You're listening to your intuition. You know what your intention is, and it's pure. It's not questioned, and you're loyal with that chain there. Mm-hmm. You never know. There's an external party that influences this too. I'd like to get a couple on that. Can I have 3 on the external party? Alright. We have movement, the Chariot. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So, a third party puts their words in. You know, these people are confident. You know that you'll believe this. What is the red flag? If clarity is coming to you ×2 in my crystals, and it's coming to you here, there's been master movement with clarity. There's been master movement with cutting something off, too. There's been master movement of a balance of a negative and a positive as well. There's truthful protection, independent, ambitious. You're determined. There's a third party situation that has clarity. You know, I almost want to say one twin flame understands and one twin flame don't. Right? So maybe you, Aquarius, are willing to graduate with this, and this person's still holding what they have to hold with the fear suffering in here. So everybody needs, you are unchained. I want to say that. You found clarity double time. This was to teach you something in order to find truth about yourself. Yeah, you got the King and Queen when I looked at them. That clarified it. You did it yourself. You're going to look at no nonsense spending. You're going to look, you know, how where you've been eager and doing something and where results didn't come your way. You're going to dissect it as Aquarius can do. And then you have a victory because of it. For yourself. So there's a decision that you make that you see through red flags, and you're going to almost dodge a bullet here. And, you know, you're chained to focus, you're chained to self-care, enjoying yourself. You know, the external party could be a twin flame, but you're looking away from them, I want to say. Yeah. External party. What they're working on is strength within themselves. You know, maybe they just stay at home. They don't move, this third party. They're looking at something to balance. There's something of a celebration, though, coming up with this victory here for you. And, you know, you're not hearing any news, but news is going to be coming to you. And I feel positive as well. I think you released a person, and you're gaining more people on a frequency that you're more compatible with. That's what I want to call the reading at 23, 24, is that's what's happening. Your energy is switching so that you're more compatible. The universe is working with you, and I see that. And you will feel the change, you know. There was a buddy system here. I'm not saying it was a relationship, it was love care. There was a buddy system here that had to see through the red flags of it all, and really had to find out what intentions were and what fears had to be looked at. And you needed someone to help you do that, and that was a twin flame. I have to say it like that. So I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for stopping in. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. You know, this was a lot to force. When I bring the news out, it brings it to a totally different perspective. And there's more than one message in every reading, of course, as you well know. You're very intuitive, and I picked that up early within your crystals. So all time in time, I just hear all wounds heal in time. You know, it just takes time. Maybe that's what the other person is thinking with you, because I think you graduated from that. If you're looking at a business that looks very good for you, or something that you're thinking about doing, but you had to release something in order to push forward, now you have opportunities coming to you where they may have been stagnant here. You have strength, which would have been the next card. You have a Knight of Cups, an emotional movement, and you have the World over that. So you have a new cycle that you have planted that you don't even know is coming in. Watch your manifestation. But it looks good, mate. Alright, take care. Thank you for your kindness. Hitting the button. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it all. Thank you.